Samsung just fixed the flip phone. Confused? Well, let me back up a bit. The Galaxy Z Flip is without question the most popular folding smartphone today, but it's always had one major flaw. The front screen has always been pretty small, but that's all changing on the new Galaxy Z Flip 5. With a cover display that's almost 30% larger. It fills the entire front cover, allowing you to display more. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Hi, I'm MICHAELJOSH, your gadget matchmaker, and over the last decade, I've made it my job to show people around the world that tech can be easy, fun, and exciting. On this channel, I give you special access to the products I review, the events I attend, and all the interesting people I get to meet along the way. So, if you like flip phones as much as I do, give this channel a like and subscribe, and I'll help you find the right gadget to match your needs. This is our Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5, hands-on. Samsung just unveiled the Galaxy Z Flip 5 at an event in Korea today, and by the time you're watching this video, I will already be there. But because I got a chance to play with the phones earlier this week, I'm filming this video ahead of time. The Flip 5 goes on sale on August 11th, but if you pre-order now, you'll get some pretty awesome deals. So if you're deciding whether or not to pull the trigger, I've got you. Ready? Let's go. Meet the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. While the shape and form factor are very similar this year compared to last, it also features the biggest external update that's come to this line since the original. There are two big external changes. First is a larger cover screen and an all-new hinge. We'll dive into both of these changes in the next two chapters. The Z Flip 5 comes in these four colors: graphite, which is not quite black, but darker than gray; cream, which is less beige, more white; lavender, which is a paler version of last year's Bora purple; and a new shade, mint, which in person is like a pale sea green. I think this time around mint might be my favorite because it's the new one. Another thing worth noting, this year Samsung went back to glossy finishes, which I'm not 100% sure how I feel about yet. I did very much love the matte frosting on last year's models, but not gonna lie, this glossy finish is clean and more flashy. Before I continue talking about the Galaxy Z Flip 5, I actually have a special guest. Please welcome Professor Death Knight, the champion from Raid Shadow Legends and the sponsor of this video.
Professor Death Knight here from Tuleria University, who legally not a school, with a math problem. If you create a hit mobile game in 2019, how many champions will you have now? Over 700! Not only does Raid have hundreds of rad champions, it also has 15 amazing factions. Faction Pop Quiz. Can you name the latest faction? If you said the elusive Sylvan Watchers, you're right! Okay, class, any questions?
Alright, Professor, apart from yourself, do you have any other favorite champions?
Alright, if I can't say Ultimate Death Knight, then I gotta say Ultimate Death Knight. He's my #1 boy. I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I do.
Do you ever get nervous about being replaced by new champions?
Nervous? Who said anything about being nervous? It certainly wasn't me. Oh, it was you? Yes, I'm nervous. What if they introduce some guy named Mega Death Knight? Ugh.
Don't worry, Professor, I get it. I would be nervous too. I'll see you on the battlefield. If you're looking for a new champion on Raid Shadow Legends, they just added a fearsome new boss, Akumori the Phantom Shogun. It guards everything you need for Accessory Ascension, a new feature that allows you to upgrade your gear to even greater heights. If you haven't played Raid Shadow Legends yet, you might want to use my link below. Or you can scan my QR code to get insane bonuses like Epic Champion Drake and other useful things. Also, if you haven't seen the web series Raid Call of the Arbiter yet, all 10 episodes are now up on the official Raid Shadow Legends YouTube channel. Make sure to check it out. Thank you, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring this video. So let's talk about what you can and cannot do on this larger cover screen. Samsung now calls it the Flex window. On it, widgets really come to life. There are about a dozen to choose from, and you can get to them by swiping left from the home screen. You can also pinch in to view all your widgets at once. From the home screen, you can also swipe down for quick settings. This is the first time that you can access them all. A swipe to the right is for notifications, and if you go into Labs and enable the App widget, installed apps that are optimized for the Flex screen can be used, but you'll need to select them individually. During my hands-on, I was able to test out Google Maps, YouTube, and Gmail, but unfortunately, they didn't quite look ready for prime time yet. I expect all of that to change as soon as the phone goes on sale. Techies may also have heard about Good Lock, which is a third-party app developed inside Samsung. I'm told an update to the Good Lock app should be available soon and will come to the Galaxy Store and should enable you to open all other third-party apps on the cover screen. I'm just a little bit disappointed that it doesn't come out of the box and isn't just a setting that you can turn on without having to install another app, like I can do on my Moto Razr Plus. Apart from the larger screen, the other major external change to the Flip 4 is a new flex hinge design, which folds the display into a teardrop shape, all while using less moving parts. On previous models, there was always a gap where the display meets the hinge. Now, the phone closes completely flat. As such, the phone is now much thinner, but overall, it's still the same pocketable phone you know and love. Samsung promises, though, the hinge redesign has made it their most durable phone yet. Apart from its armor aluminum frame, the phone uses Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on both its front and back, and it has an IPX8 water resistance rating. On the inside, changes to the Galaxy Z Flip 5 are a little bit more iterative, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. For one, it's powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy, a chip also found on Samsung's top-of-the-line S23 series. It's the most powerful chip you can find on a phone in 2023, and one that's not available on its closest competitors. The Moto Razr Plus and Vivo X Fold are powered by last year's top-of-the-line Snapdragon SoC, while the Oppo Find N2 Flip is powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 9000 Plus. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is known for amazing battery life and enables all the new AI and software-based improvements that make the Flip 5's camera better even without new hardware. Other changes are even more subtle, like support for the new Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 standards, or the new anti-reflective glass for its cameras. Most, if not the rest of the hardware, is the same from last year, including a 6.7-inch Full HD Plus display with a dynamic AMOLED panel that switches between 1 and 120 Hz, and its 3,700 mAh battery with 25-watt charging speeds. The Z Flip 5 has the same camera hardware as last year, which includes a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera and a 12-megapixel wide camera. Like I said up top, the glass used for optics features a new anti-glare coating which should reduce lens flares. Samsung is also more confident about photo quality when you digitally zoom in to 2 or 3x. It should do the job of a dedicated zoom lens, which the Flip doesn't have room for. The selfie camera is a bit wider too, from 80 to 85 degrees, so theoretically you can fit more people into a shot. Because only me and Chai made it to the hands-on, I was not able to test this out. In fact, I don't have any photo samples to show you just yet, but don't worry, as soon as I get my review device in Korea, I will be filming and publishing a follow-up video. In the US, the Galaxy Z Flip 5 starts at $999.99, which is the same as last year's model. But the good news is the base model now starts at 256 gigabytes, which is double the storage that you got last year. Samsung is also offering a generous pre-order option. So for $999, instead of getting the 256 gigabyte model, you'll get the 512 gigabyte Flip 5. The bad news is, if you live in the UK, Samsung is pricing the Flip 5 £100 higher than last year. Now, if you use our links, and I'll put them down below, you'll get even more savings. If you're the kind to buy a new phone directly from your carrier, here are what offers are like for Verizon, AT&T subscribers. So, should you pre-order the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5? Like I always say, if you own last year's model, please don't spend that extra money unless you just have a bottomless pit of cash hidden somewhere. If you love the Flip and own maybe the first 2 models, then now might be a great time to upgrade. That said, I recently reviewed and really enjoyed the Moto Razr Plus, so that comparison video is one that I already plan on filming very soon. So you can also wait for that, but you will not get those awesome pre-order deals that Samsung is offering. And that was our Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 hands-on. Make sure to check the link up there and down here for more coverage from Unpacked in Korea. Also, make sure to check out my Raid Shadow Legends link down below, or use my QR code for some insane bonuses and other incredible things. And make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time we post new videos. Follow me on social media for all the behind-the-scenes fun stuff. And for news and updates, make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm MICHAELJOSH. Thanks for dropping by.